I'm Chris Jackamick, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Throughout my military career, I spent the bulk of my career out in Las Vegas. It was the first job I had as I was protecting some sensitive resources out there at Nellis. I would deploy to Kuwait early on in my military career with a larger weaponry system to support Operation Southern Watch. And then from 2003 to 2006, I was part of the emerging drone mission for the United States Air Force and Department of Defense. We were fighting the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan from our backyard. You'd be in war for 12 hours of your shift, and then you'd drive home to your apartment here in Nevada. So psychologically, it was very odd. Like, you felt you were in the combat zone every day because you were seeing it on the screens and it was that important, but I don't know what it did to the human psyche at the time. Some things would kind of happen in my personal life after that would change a lot. When Adam joined the Marine Corps, it was a natural fit. Anybody who joins the military, especially after 9/11 happened, you're looking for that purpose. I think that's why he made the choice. It's like, let me go be a Marine. He was in between Fallujah and Ramadi during the heaviest parts of the fighting of the Iraq conflict. I mean, you hear guys like Jocko and everything talk about like the triangle of death. My brother was dead set in the middle of the triangle of death with a Marine unit. I think it changed him. Like, you look at everything across history, you read any of the books out there, war changes anybody that's been involved with it. Trauma or mass events like that changes anybody, and it really changed my brother. And I get that call. I get the text, actually, from my stepmom. I was like, I need you to call me as soon as possible. Something's wrong with Adam. All right. Didn't think anything of it. And I'm about to pull off the highway to go celebrate and have some pizza with my classmates, and she's like, Adam's dead. Adam's dead. He had died by suicide that day, 25th of July, 2017. And it changed my world forever.
I think that was the first time I saw or heard someone broken through the phone. There was a time where I was concerned that he wasn't going to make it. There were times I thought, we're going to have to camp out outside of his house, or we might get that phone call. Are we ready for that phone call?
I couldn't catch a break. A fellow first sergeant I served with, he had died by suicide. On the day of my buddy's funeral, I'm going through social media, and I see this, what appears to be a manifesto from one of my old airmen. My first thought was like, today's not going to be a good day. And sadly, my hunch was right. He had killed his own family and taken his own life on the day of my buddy's funeral. It was just compounding trauma after trauma after trauma. I cracked. I fell hard with alcohol. That was rock bottom. I first heard about Mission 22 just by like surfing the internet and looking on there and seeing some of the programs that they had available. I was like, something seems right about this. To be in a program like the R&R program with them and the innovative things that they're putting together, I have not seen in any other veteran nonprofit. It's putting all this stuff together to heal in the most effective way possible. They're making you do a lot of the hard work through reading, through audiobooks, through physical fitness, through nutrition, open discussion, critical thinking, neuroplasticity and cognitive feedback to where you're developing the brain more. It's given me a chance to regain my life. Cycling's been a big part of my recovery. Is around the time I retired a little over a year ago, I set forth as like, let me set this goal to ride 2,020 miles in 2020 for another veteran nonprofit that supports Gold Star families and those lost either to accident or to suicide. Every time I got on that bike, I was like, you know what? There's a name, there's a dash that I'm gonna honor today. Not the dates on the gravestone. Is like, I'm gonna honor that life. So it gave me purpose. And it just became like a release for me to where the pedals would spin and I would get out of my head for a little bit. physically I was starting to feel better. I could see the improvements, and I've tracked my data over the past year, and it's phenomenal on the growth that I've had on a bike.
He's just on a mission and is relentless about it. Every day he pushes it. From the loss of his brother and a number of different trauma that he had gone through in his life, it was absolutely critical for him to find something that he could sink his teeth into. I think he's taken the ball and run with it with Mission 22, especially the R&R, the recovery and resilience part. I think it makes him stronger in the person that he is today.
I don't know why I fell on the bike. It was just like, okay, it called to me, and then I kept going. So that scene from Forrest Gump where he just starts running one day and it ends up in Monument Valley in Utah? He's like, I'm tired, I think I'll go home now. I'm not tired yet. I'm not ready to throw the towel in like Forrest Gump did. I'm getting on that bike and I'm keeping on going, because there's something about it. There's something about just getting out in nature, having that breeze in your face and seeing some of the beautiful landscape here in Las Vegas, where it takes you away from the stressors and the challenges of the world for a little bit. And you can just appreciate the beauty that is out there and be in the moment. And then it got serious, because the Air Force enrolled me in the Air Force Wounded Warrior program, and it got transformed into Lo and Behold training. If I do this well, maybe I can go represent the Air Force. Maybe my grief and everything in my entire story can come to fruition because I can put the energy into something positive. If I made the team, I'd just be overwhelmed with emotion. I suffered a lot of my trauma because of my military service, but at the end, it's like, I gotta be grateful that I'm allowed to compete in this, because there are others who didn't make it home or lost the war at home. That's what it's about.
Please welcome our very own Director of the Air Force Wounded Warrior Program, Colonel Rich Obert. Over to you, sir.
Welcome, warriors and athletes. Today we're going to announce the 2021 Air Force Team for Warrior Games. The selection was difficult as there were many hardworking and deserving individuals, and the work and dedication was apparent by all. I know the suspense is killing you, so I'll turn it back over to Marcia. Good luck to each of you. Back to you, Marcia.
All right, thank you, sir.
Starting us out from Air Education and Training Command, Major Daniel, Lieutenant Dan Cariña. Yes, yes, yes. Air.
Welcome back to the stream. Apologize, had to cut the promo a little bit short, running a little bit behind here. We're getting ready to call the drivers off the track for the drivers meeting. As always here, got your 6 Racing Network. You were right along with us throughout the drivers meeting. Throughout the night, you'll hear me communicating with the drivers as I do admin and broadcast at the same time. So what the drivers hear, you'll hear all night long. We are getting ready to call the drivers off the track right now. Let me make sure. All drivers, clear the track. All drivers, clear the track, please. All right, drivers, welcome to week number 8, Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Magnum Race Designs. It's getting down to it here. We got a few items to go through. Got a lot of new drivers in the field. Just remember, if you do not go into Discord and you finish in the top 3 on the podium and you do not go into Discord for your interview, you will receive an EOL next week. No photo, top 3 to the start-finish line at the end of the race. If you do not get your photo taken, that is also an EOL. Just instituted last week, if you bring out 2 cautions in one race, doesn't matter if it's a heat race or a feature, you will be DQ'd for the night. Intentional contact at any time is absolutely forbidden. If it is determined that you did make intentional contact, don't care when, before the flag, after the flag, during the race, does not matter. You will be suspended, so no intentional contact at any time. I do admin and broadcast at the same time, so I get a little bit busy and I do miss some things. We do have a protest process. If you think somebody did you wrong during the race, please go into Discord. We have a protest folder. Fill out a protest form, and we will review that throughout the week. No wall riding, of course. Numbers. We got a lot of new drivers in the field, so some of your numbers may not match. As always, first time we notice a number's not matching, it's a warning. Second time is an EOL. Third time is end of line. We are not crazy sticklers on numbers. If you have a 54 number and your number on the league is 540, I think we can deal with that for now. However, if you do get new wraps, please make sure that you update your number. One of the numbers in your number can be half the size of the other numbers. Had some issues with people messaging other drivers on Discord with some very inappropriate language. If we find out about that, you will, the first time, most likely receive an end of line, either feature or heat, depending on how bad it is. If it keeps going, then you will be removed from Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Any excessive blinking, we will warn you a couple times, but if it gets super bad, the first time we'll ask you to move to the end of the line. The second time, we're going to have to end your night if your car continues to keep blinking. We do mute microphones right before qualifying since we are live broadcasting. And so if you have any questions, looks like we got a packed house. Some cars will go home tonight. So greatly appreciate everybody for coming out. We are broadcast on 4 different locations. So glad to have everyone out. Hope to put on a great show. Any questions, comments, or concerns? As you know, we do mute microphones here shortly. Now would be the time. It is 2 in 1 race. So if you bring out 2 in a heat, you're done for the night. If you bring out 2 in the feature, same story. This is short track racing. I'm going to ask everybody, once a caution does come out, to get back in line as quickly as possible. Do what iRacing is telling you to do, trying to put on a quality show for all the fans out there. So let's not be slow once a caution comes out. We got to get back in line and get back rolling. Any other questions? All right, fellas, welcome to Week 8, Friday Night Lights. 15 drivers have qualified for the Week 13 Dash for Cash. So I wish you all the best of luck. We are advancing to qualifying. So there is the drivers meeting. Greatly appreciate everybody for tuning in at Got Your Six Racing Network. As always, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues, as you will see us play promos throughout the night. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is 22 too many. So we play some promos from companies out there doing great things for our veterans. Being a disabled veteran myself, I have been there, so kind of understand what's going on. If you are a veteran out there and you are in a bad place, there is no dishonor in seeking help, and we try to provide those companies out there doing great things for veterans. So please, if you're out there, you're hurting, I get it. I can tell you I get it. Don't hesitate to reach out. Jonathan Bynum, new driver, puts it on the top of the board with a 13.291. Just joined Friday Night Lights this afternoon. Donald Ingram in the 010, currently 7th quick with a 13.361. TJ Wood in the 64 machine is with us. Driver out of Canada. He's good for 14th quick. Jeff Naron in the 27 machine, 5th quick with a 13.328. Randy Shreves is with us. Christopher Berger in the 2 machine, currently 18th quick. Take a quick look at the points while we're thinking about it. Chris Cox with a big lead over Donald Ingram in P2. Randy Shreves, Anthony Morano, and Gavin Chatham round out your top 5 in points. Butch Baker, Venom Racing driver, just wrapped up. We missed Butch, 17th quick. Keaton Holder in the 28 machine out on the track. We saw Keaton lay down some good laps last night in North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Keaton good enough for 4th quick with a 13.322. Jordan LaFawn, driver out of Indiana in the 011 machine, also ran last night. 2nd quick on his first lap, 13.260. Let's see how Jordan does on the second lap. Coming off turn 4, heading to the flag stand. It will be 2nd quick for Jordan LaFawn. Michael Carter at the top of the board with a 13.245. Michael Carter has been on a tear on Friday Night Lights. Has not finished off of the podium. He races both 358s and limited late models last 2 weeks. He has been on the podium with a number of wins in the 015. We saw him and the 011 of Jordan LaFawn do battle. Matter of fact, Jordan LaFawn received the move of the race, making a last lap pass on Michael Carter in the heat race. Michael Carter went on to win the race. So got a lot of great competition in the field. It's great to see. Looking very forward to the Friday Night Lights Dirt Track Bank Dash for Cash in week number 13. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Michael Carter, Jonathan Byram on the front row. Templeton and Ingram in row 2. Surrett, Vital in 3. Shreves and Barker in 4. Aldrich and Boynton in row number 5. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. Top 4 heading to the show. Everybody else going to a consolation race. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. Packed house tonight. The 213 of Michael Carter in the 015, my apologies, will roll off on the front row. Rest of the field doesn't want to see that. The 540 of Jonathan Byram, brand new to Friday Night Lights tonight, will start on the outside of row number 1. My teammate on the inside of row number 2 with the 7 car of Jesse Ingram to his outside. So we will see how this goes. Field belongs to Michael Carter. He is a tough customer to pass. Green flag is out. We are underway. 8 laps to go. Top 4 heading to the show. 15 car slides up high, gets in front of Jonathan Byram. Decides to go down low. Got the 31 car in P3. Now Jesse Ingram on that high side in the 7 car. Side by side with the 31. Brandon Templeton, Michael Vital in the 213. Murano Racing driver with Brandon Surrett to his inside in the 84. Those two are on the outside looking in for those top 4 starting positions. Tonight would be a great night. Back it down. Caution is out. Back it down, please. Not sure what happened. We will get a quick look here. Replay tonight brought to you by the Dirt Track Bank. Looks like the 31 of Brandon Templeton. Not sure what happened here. We will ride along as we make the call. Nothing happening there. The 7 gets into the outside wall. The 31 slows up. Can't get slowed up enough. Around goes the 31. Looks like Randy Shreves was also involved. We will take a look at Randy Shrees, so no penalty in the first incident. Let's take a look at the 56 of Randy Shrees, see what happened to that driver. 84 on the inside, slides up to the outside. Just gets in the wall all by himself. All right, fellas, let's get back in line. Going to give the one to go next time by. Go where iRacing is telling you. Restart is on the leader. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Good luck. We will double it up a couple of times here before we go single file. Field belongs to Michael Carter once the pace truck exits. Should exit this time by working lap 3 of 8. 015 car is off. Great start by Michael Carter. Jesse Ingram in the 7 car with the 54 of Jonathan Bynum to his outside. Brandon Surratt in the 84 machine has Michael Vital battling him for that 4th and final transfer. Front 4 gets single file. You got Vital battling it out with Connor Baker in the 118 machine. Those cars on the outside looking in, they want that automatic transfer tonight, especially as some cars will be headed home. 118 gets a little bit sideways, giving Michael Vital some room. The 213, now the first car on the outside looking in. Got some cars battling in the back. Up front, Michael Carter with a half-second lead over second place Jesse Ingram. Jonathan Bynum in the 54, battling it out with Brandon Surratt, working lap 7 of 8. We got one to go. Everyone is single file. Michael Carter, a couple more corners here to navigate. Put the 0115 car on the pole for tonight. The rest of the field did not want to see that. Run it out to the back stretch. Great heat race. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Jordan LaFawn, Keaton Holder on the front row. Neron, Wesley in row number 2. Fortner and Cox in 3. TJ Wood, Chris Robley in 4. Jesse Ingram, Clay Christofferson in row number 5. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind that pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the one to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The restart or the start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4 heading for the show. Got 8 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean. Let's tighten it up to the pace truck as quickly as we can, please. Good luck, drivers. Put on a great show. Jordan LaFawn, hot and cold night in the 11 car. Ran into some issues last week in the limited late models. Keaton Holder in the 7 car or the 28 on our board. We'll have to give Holder a warning for not having the proper number. Green flag is out. 11 car dives down low. Driver out of Indiana gets the lead. 7 car in tow. The 88 of Grant Wesley going along with them. Your points leader, the 515 of Chris Cox, is in the 4th and final transfer position. Jeff Neron in the 27 machine is the first car on the outside looking in. Trey Fortner in the 29 machine. He's new to Friday Night Lights, getting it done out there running behind Neron. Chris Robley in the 85 machine. Driver out of Michigan, I believe, maybe Minnesota. In the 85 machine, like to thank Chris for his support of Friday Night Lights. Brought some of his team members along. That's always greatly appreciated. Up front, Cox thought about taking it too wide. Holder working that outside, gets over rotated, leaves the bottom open for the 515. your points leader up to P3. Now the 7's under attack. We're 2 wide coming off a 4. Keaton Holder, we're going to take it 3 wide here. They make contact. Holder gets through. Working lap 7 of 8. Holder currently in the 4th and final transfer position. Trey Fortner, the 29 car in his debut to Friday Night Lights. He wants that transfer position to the feature. We got 1 lap to go. Jordan LaFawn at the point. We will watch this race right here for that final transfer position. Coming off of turn 4, both drivers select the same line. LaFawn, Wesley Cox, Holder. Running out to the back stretch. Do not make contact. LaFawn, Wesley Cox, Fortner are your transfer drivers straight to the feature. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Travis Anderson, Chris Brown on the front row. Logan Wentz, Donald Ingerman, row 2. Jason Henry, Butch Baker in 3. Christopher Berger, Ty Bostic in row number 4. Anthony Morano rounds out your field of 9 drivers. All right, by now you guys know the drill. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everyone else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Got 8 laps to get it done. Top 4 heading straight to the feature. Everyone else going to a consolation race. Race hard. Race clean. Put on a heck of a show. Leader, pull up that pace truck a little bit, please. Good luck. Travis Anderson in the 033 car, Full Send Motorsports. I think they changed names on me. On the front row in the 033 with Chris Brown to his outside in the 136. Logan Wentz and Donald Ingram behind them. Green flag is out. Field stacks up at the line. Good restart. Look at the 418 of Wentz. He's looking down low. The 010 of Donald Ingram running that high side. Those two make contact. Ingram is around. He will save it. Not sure if that's a good thing for him. Could have used a caution there. Travis Anderson's going to battle it out with Chris Brown for the lead. Brown down low, Anderson up high. Those two pulling away from the rest of the field. Logan Wentz in the 418. Morano Racing driver. Currently in P3, Butch Baker. Venom Racing in the 97. Currently in the 4th and final transfer position. Yeah, as always, a big shout out to Venom Racing for supporting Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Those folks have been with us since the beginning. Appreciate their mentorship as we got started. Up front, Travis Anderson in the 033 leading Chris Brown. Logan Wentz, Butch Baker in the 97. Watch Christopher Berger in that 2 machine trying to dive underneath the 97. Can't get it done at the line. It's working lap 6 of 8. Looks like everyone is starting to move higher and higher as we go through the night. You're not missing anything up front, but we will go on board with Venom Racing's Butch, or we're on board with Christopher Berger, who gets trying to pull up to the rear of the 97 for that 4th and final transfer position. Hear him in the cockpit on the throttle, working the steering wheel. Wants that 4th and final transfer position. Logan Wentz in the 418, brand new sponsor to the Morano Racing crew, a W Energy drink. Anderson, Brown, Wentz, Baker are your top 4. Heat 4 to the grid. Heat 4 to the grid, please. Ty Bostic, Brandon Templeton on the front row. Chris Robley and Jason Henry. Connor Baker, Jesse Ingram, Donald Ingram, Nathan Aldrich, and Clay Christopherson rounds out your field of 9 drivers in the C main. We got to see how many move on here. Looks like 4 will head to the B main. All right, drivers, welcome to the C main. 4 of you will transfer to the B main. We got 10 laps to get this done. Again, 4 car transfers. This is another heat race with just a couple extra laps. Restart is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Leader going to ask you to be 1.5 car length behind the pace truck, please. Everybody else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you once we get the 1 to go. Race hard, race clean, put her in the show. Good luck. Ty Bostic joined Friday Night Lights about an hour, less than an hour ago, so welcome the 222 to the show. Brandon Templeton caught up in an incident on the outside. Chris Robley in the 85 machine. Jason Henry to his outside. We got 10 laps to get it done. Only the top 4 transfer. Everybody else behind that heading home. So looking for some good action in the C main. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to the 222 of Bostic. Green flag is out. We are underway. 222 of Bostic down low. The 31 of Templeton drives that high side, gets on the rear bumper of the 222. The 171 of Jason Henry stays off of the 31 car of Templeton. In the dirt track bank, got your 6 Racing Network number 31, driver out of Corning, Iowa. Currently in P2. Ty Bostic holding down the lead. Jason Henry in the 171, the Murano Motorsports driver. Doesn't have their new sponsor on board, the W Energy drink, yet. James Ingram in the 40 machine. That is the position to watch. Everyone behind the 40 heading home. Nathan Aldrich is back there. Donald Ingram in the 010 racing his dad. That's James Ingram in the 40 machine. Top 4. Looks like Templeton's going to make the pass on the 222 of Ty Bostic. Put the 31 car on the point. Bostic in P2. Jason Henry takes a peek down low. He's going to try to get underneath the 22. Now James Ingram under attack. We got a father-son duo for that 4th and final transfer position. The 010 down low. James Ingram in the 40. Put Donald in P4 on lap 7 of 10. Ty Bostic, Jason Henry, the Murano Motorsports driver. Cox Gaming in the 010 of Donald Ingram. Now Jesse Ingram under attack from the 514 of Nathan Aldrich. Nathan Aldrich coming to us from the Coast to Coast Racing League. As always, greatly appreciated. We are not official member of Coast to Coast Racing League, but they do support us. Very well run league. We got 1 to go in the C main. Brandon Templeton at the point. Ty Bostic, Jason Henry in the 171. The 010 slide job slides between 2 cars. He will finish P4. Aldrich, Ingram, Barker, Robley, Christofferson heading home. B main to the grid. B main to the grid, please. Michael Vital, Keaton Holder on the front row. Berger Boyton in row number 2. Wood Murano in 3. Shreves Neron in row number 4. Templeton, Bostic, Henry, and Ingram. All right, fellas, welcome to the B main. $12 drivers, so all 12 heading to the feature. Just like your heat races, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, tighten it up, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Read the start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Put on a great show. Got 10 laps to get it done. You are racing for your starting position in the feature. Race hard. Race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. Not real sure why everyone is headed to the... If we can hide that real quick. 12 drivers heading to the feature, so that is all 12 of the field here. So kind of odd. Leader, a little closer to the pace truck, please. Green flag is out. We are underway. Michael Vital with Keaton Holder to his outside. Christopher Berger in the 2 car. Good run off the top side by the 7 machine. Michael Vital with company down low. Again, we are racing for starting position. Everyone will go to the feature. We are racing for starting position in the feature. Stephen Bolton, Anthony Morano in the 32 machine. Battling out with Randy Shreves in the 56. Up front, Keaton Holder all over the rear bumper of the 213. We got some beating and banging going on back there with the 75 of Keaton Boulder. We're 3 wide in turn 1 and 2. The 64 car of TJ Wood, driver out of Canada. It's not often you see modifieds running 3 wide for a number of laps side by side at Limaland. Doesn't get much better than this. Great job by these drivers tonight. Michael Vital loves to see this in his mirror. Holder battling out with TJ Wood and Christopher Berger in the 2 machine. Now Stephen Boynton, my apologies, looks like he has cleared the pack that he was running with. See if he can't track down Berger, Wood, and Holder. Brandon Templeton in the 31 machine with Randy Shreves to his outside. We've got Anthony Morano in the 32 joining the show. Donald Ingram in the mix. Up front, Michael Vital is about to have company. We got a car working the bottom. That's the 64 driver out of Canada, TJ Wood. We will go on board with Keaton Holder and see what it looks like. You can see the 64 car peek his nose in there down low. Into the wall with the 7. Recovers. Left a little bit of gap. 64 did not take the bait. Stays down low. We do have contact. No caution. Vital, Holder, Boynton, Templeton, Shreves, your top 5. All right, 3 minutes of warm-up.
Biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back. We're about to go feature racing 25 laps. 24 cars, so we have an absolutely jam-packed feature for you tonight. Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, week number 8. We will try to get through the field. Feature to the grid, please. As quickly as we can. Carter LaFawn, row 1. Anderson Ingram in 2. Wesley Brown in 3. Byram Cox in 4. Wentz and Surrett in 5. Fortner Baker in 6. Vital Holder in 7. Boynton Templeton in 8. Shreves Henry in 9. Wood Ingram in 10. Marano in 11. Bostic and Berger in row number 12. All right, drivers, got a jam-packed feature. Appreciate all the support. We got 25 laps to get this done. The initial start is just like the heat races. Initial start is on the green flag. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Leader going to ask you to be 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once we get to 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Again, start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Not sure what's going on out there. Jordan LaFawn trying to find where to line up, and he has done so. Pace truck should exit this time by. Leaving the field to Michael Carter. On a roll, we will see if the 015 can't continue his win streak. Him and the 11 of LaFawn have battled it out at times over the last few weeks. Pace truck is off. 25 laps to get it done. We are underway week 8 at Limaland. Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Got some beating and banging early. LaFawn on that high side. The 015 down low slides up high. Got a crossover coming from LaFawn for the lead. LaFawn now down low. Will he stay down low or slide up high? 11 car with a good exit takes over the lead at the line. 11 car down low. Grant Wesley in P2 battling it out with Anderson in the 33 machine. He is a team member of the 015. Chris Brown in the 136 back battling it out with Jonathan Byram in the 54. Those two trying to get underneath the 33. We're 2, we're 3, we're 4 wide at Limaland. And that happens. Not sure if a caution will come out. Apparently it won't. Back it down, fellas. Back it down. Caution is out. We will try to see what happened here. Again, your replays brought to you by our sponsor, the Dirt Track Bank. Like to thank those folks for all they do. Jesse Ingram might have exited. Let's see if we can't find out what happened here. Guess we don't have a good view of it. We will go back up front. With Michael Carter. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go next time by. Please get where iRacing is telling you. Let's get ready to go 2 wide. Leader, tighten up to the pace truck, please. Restart is on the leader. Everybody else, you're going on the car in front of you. Looking good. Good luck. Looks like the leader, Jordan LaFawn, in the 011 driver out of Indiana, Full Send Motorsports, gets a good start in front of the 015. You got Michael Carter behind him. Grant Wesley in the 88 looking down low. He wants that podium finish right around the tires. You can't get any closer. Chris Brown in the 136. Travis Anderson in the 33 machine to the outside. Your points leader, Chris Cox in the 515. Kind of back in the field. We got a crossover there by the 33. Good battle up front. Jordan LaFawn battling it out. Michael Carter in a battle with Grant Wesley in the 088. Wesley over the top of the tire at the exit of turn 4. Great battle up front. Michael Davis or Chris, who was that up high? It was the 136 of Chris Brown. Getting on that extreme outside now. Michael Carter's going to give that outside a go while everyone else is down low. Looks like we are too wide for P5. Anderson and Chris Brown with your points leader. Chris Cox hanging back in the 515, currently in P6. Up front, all 3 cars diving down low, trying to get that bottom grip. Looks like it's still there. Jordan LaFawn running about a half car length higher than the 88 of Grant Wesley. Great battle on the track. Oh, somebody got loose there in front of your points leader. Here's the battle for the points lead. Don't know. Grant Wesley now. We got to go live action with Grant Wesley battling for the lead with the 11 car of Jordan LaFawn. Wesley, he's going to take the lead. Those two side by side working lap 14 of 25. Wesley and LaFawn side by side, nose to nose at the line. Great run by these two drivers. Jordan LaFawn, Chris Carter on the outside of P3 with Chris Brown. They're going to battle it out a little bit. Saw Brandon Templeton flash up high. Not many cars up high. Brandon Templeton in the 31 machine trying to get that high side to work. Got a pair of Murano Racing drivers behind him. Up front, Jordan LaFawn able to hold off that challenge from the 88. 88 decides to go high. Jordan LaFawn's going to run a middle cut down line there. Michael Carter in the 15. Chris Brown in the 136. Great driving by all the drivers on the track. Your points leader, Chris Cox, in the 515. Currently running a safe P5 with the lead he has. That's probably the smartest thing to do. Back it down. Caution is out. Jesse Ingram, not sure what happened to Jesse Ingram. We're not getting very good coverage with SDK. I saw somebody down there, couldn't tell who it is. SDK is not cooperating with us tonight for replays. My apologies. Great battle up front. Jordan LaFawn battling it out with Wesley. Michael Carter in P3. Brown, Cox. All right, gentlemen, get back in line, giving the one to go this time by. Lights are off on the pace truck. We're getting ready at lap 20 of 25, so we're getting down there. These drivers are getting it done tonight. Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights putting on a heck of a show tonight. Great start to the night. We got limited late models and 305s coming up next. Jordan LaFawn is off in the 011 machine. Grant Wesley going with him. Michael Carter in P3. Chris Brown looking down low, as is the 515. Those two cars move up high. Jordan LaFawn's going to stick to that bottom side. Looks like second and third place are running low in 1 and 2. 88 car trying that high line in 3 and 4 with a great exit. Pulls up to the rear of the 11 car, working lap 22 of 25. Putting on a great show. LaFawn cuts down in front of the 88 machine. Now Carter goes with the 88 to the high side. He's going to try the low-high method here. Jordan LaFawn, middle to low. Second place, Wesley. Third place, Carter, trying that high side. Chris Brown in the 136 on the outside looking in with Chris Cox, your points leader, breathing down the neck of the 136 machine. Brandon Templeton in the 31. Brandon battling it out with the 033 of Travis Anderson up front. Last lap, LaFawn on the point, going to battle it out. Grant Wesley in P2 in the 88. Carter in the 15. That's how they'll finish. Top three start finish line. Watch contact, no contact. Top three start finish line. Heck of a show, guys. Way to start the night. Limited late models are up in about 4 minutes. We will get the drivers to line up, and we will get a podium shot and then an interview with those cats. There's LaFawn, Carter. All right, fellas, get it lined up. Still trying to get it lined up. Michael Carter hasn't finished out of first place here. All right, fellas, that's good. Let's go up for interviews. Good race. Not sure how to line up. Forgot how. He's been in the in victory lane more than not. We will try to get a word with Michael Carter, and he is with us. The 015 of Michael Carter brings it home on the podium once again. Michael, this is Joe. You got me? Man, that was about as fun as it gets. You guys put on a whale of a show. How was your night? Man, you know what? You guys are what makes Friday Night Lights what it is, and this is what it's all about, man. I got goosebumps as I'm sitting here. You guys put on a heck of a show, and definitely not me. You guys are putting on the show, man. That was super fun to watch, man. Congratulations on another podium. You got anybody you'd like to thank? Yeah, man. We'll see you in the limited late models. All right, man.
All right.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't have the Discord audio on. We will get a word with Grant Wesley. Grant Wesley moves up 3 positions from his starting position. Grant, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, we were just talking about how much fun that was, jumping out of my seat up here watching you guys run. Kind of missed the days when I'd get out there and mix it up myself. That was about as good as it gets, my friend. How was your night?
It was pretty good. Had a good decent qualifying run. I was 11th. Put me outside of the second row there in the heat, and by the second heat, the middle of the track was kind of coming in, so I was able to work into a second place position and get a good starting spot for the feature. And for the feature, I started inside of the third row, and typically I like to run the top around this place. And there in warm up, I thought, well, I better learn how to roll this bottom, because that's where I'm going to start at. And frankly, hey, pat on the back to all the drivers, because I think we only had one caution the whole race, so that's pretty awesome. I was expecting maybe a quick caution. I was just going to roll the bottom and try to get a few easy spots and then be able to restart on the outside and run the top, but that didn't quite work out that way. And as it turned out, the bottom was rolling really well. I was making a lot of good time down there, and so I was like, well, heck, I'll just run the bottom here. And but I felt like I was a little bit better than Jordan. and he was kind of wanting to run that bottom middle. So I thought I'd try the top late in the race, and I was really quick. I was trying to run the top side of 3 and 4 and the middle of 1 and 2, and Jordan, he played his card perfect. He switched his lineup, trying to defend, and he did a perfect job at it. So good job to Jordan on the win.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. We actually called it on the broadcast, watching you guys. I think it was low in 1 and 2 and high in 3 and 4. Can't remember. Maybe opposite of that. But you and Carter started running that line and closing in on Jordan, man. Put on a heck of a show, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Gears Unlimited, all of your supporters here at Friday Night Lights. I'd like to thank you, Joe, for putting this on for us, doing the broadcast. It's pretty awesome of you. I'd like to thank my teammates at XFM, my friends and family for watching, and my girlfriend, Brittany.
Yeah, man. We're going to see you in the limited late models.
Not the limiteds, but potentially the 305s.
Right on, man. Good luck in the 305s. Great race, my friend.
Yep, thanks for having me.
All right, man. See ya. Jordan LaFawn starts outside of pole, drives the 011 car to victory lane. Jordan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, Joe. How are we, brother?
Man, I'm not sure who was driving the car first off on that one. Was that your daughter? It must have been. It had to have been, man. Great run, my friend. Man, you closed the deal tonight. Those two cars behind you were hot on your tail, but man, you hit your lines. You did just about a perfect race. I'm not sure it gets any better at Limaland than the show that you guys put on, man. So great run by you. How was your night from the point?
And it was good. I know every single time I get into a server here, I see the name Michael D. Carter. I know, me personally, I'm going to have a battle on my hands. And I look forward to to those battles. I like racing Michael. Michael's a really good guy. He always races me clean, and seeing him win the first heat and then go on to start the feature, I honestly wasn't too sure if I was going to have what it took to pull it off tonight. And that's off to him. Good race to him and Grant both. Just had a good car tonight.
Yeah, man, and you picked the right line. Those two cats, they started running low, and I was talking to Wesley about this. They were low 1 and 2, high in 3 and 4. Can't remember which. Maybe that was flip-flop. And they started to close in on you, man. And as the wily old 011 car, you changed up your line, man. You held them off, and what a great show. I was telling Carter, I had goosebumps after watching that stuff, man. That's what this is all about. You guys put on a hell of a show, man, and that was super fun to watch, my friend. And of course, I get to talk to you as we do weekly. It seems so. That's a good thing, man. So I'm glad to do that. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your victory, my friend?
Hell yeah, brother. I got two guys over at Full Send Motorsports. Couple buddies, new race team. About 4 or 5 of us over there helping each other out on a daily basis. Apex Industries, Blaze Designs, Contractors Lawn Care, Two Brothers Racing, and GY6RN for putting these shows on for us every Friday night, man. Yeah, that's all I got, Joe. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to make the limited race tonight. Have another little money league race that starts at 8:30, and I don't want to join something and then not be able to finish it, take a spot from somebody else. So,
man, you're already in the dash for cash, my brother. So, hats off to you. You know what? If I won one of these, I'd be done. I'd retire for the rest of the damn year. So good luck, man. Good luck in your money race, my friend. Great run tonight. Hope to see you next week.
I appreciate it, brother. I will see you guys next Friday for sure.
All right, man. Have a great night.
Good run, fellas.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's about as good as it gets here at Limaland. The 358s kicked off the night with a great show. We will transfer over to the limited late models, and while we do that, we will take a quick break, and we will be right back.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after the first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, you go for it. And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced. It hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Welcome back. We are back at Limaland in the limited late models. Got my great friend up in the booth with me, Brandon Templeton, who's been with me every step of the way in this crazy idea we had of creating a league and creating a race team. Brandon, welcome to the stream, my brother.
Hey, good to be here, Joe. It's been a while since I've been in the booth, but good to be back and try to help you out with a little admin action and watch some good racing.
Yeah, man, that first race was about as good as it gets. We're getting ready to call the drivers off the track here for a quick drivers meeting. Man, that first race was something else, man. That was great to watch.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to be a part of, too. There was cars all over using, every lane imaginable from the inside tires to clear up to the wall. So hoping to see more of the same in the late models.
Yes, sir. All drivers clear the track. All drivers clear the track, please. All right, fellas, welcome to week 8 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Chatham Racing. We got a few things to go over. Those of you that were in the outstanding 358 race, if you do not show up for an interview at the end of the race in Discord, you will receive an EOL the next week. No photo. If you don't show up for your podium finish photo, you will receive an EOL. As instituted last week, voted on by the drivers, 2 cautions in a race. Be it a heat race or a feature race, you will be DQ'd for the night, and you can come back next week. Intentional contact is not acceptable at any time. Don't care if it's before the flag, after the flag, does not matter. During the race, you will receive a suspension for intentional contact. So make sure to stay off those other drivers. I do admin. I got help tonight. Brandon Templeton in the booth with me. However, we do have a protest process as we do miss things from time to time. So you can go into our Discord. We have a protest folder. Fill out a protest form, and we will review that throughout the week and make a call on whether that driver receives an EOL the following week. Numbers. We got a lot of new drivers in the field. If you do not have the number that is assigned to you by the league, now, I will caveat that with a version of the number that you are assigned to. You will receive a warning the first time, heat EOL the second time, and after that, you will not be welcomed back into Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights until your number is fixed. We've had some issues with drivers messaging each other over Discord. There will be absolutely no derogatory messages through Discord. That will get you a 1-week vacation from Friday Night Lights. So don't do it, man. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, that type of deal. So you guys know the drill. Excessive blinking. We did have some folks with internet issues. Car was blinking off and on throughout the night. Just know if that happens, and depending on where you're running in the field, the first time we'll give you a warning, give you an EOL, and the second time we will ask you to come back next week once you get your internet issues fixed and try her again. So welcome to week 8. That's all I have. Just remember, those of you that are new to Friday Night Lights, we do mute microphones right before qualifying. You know what? Tonight I don't think we'll mute microphones. I will mute race chat so that Brandon can still hear you guys talking. So We're going to give that a try tonight, Brandon. So we're going to leave the race chat open. I will mute it on the broadcast, however. So we'll see how that works. So we'll leave mics open, but that's not the place to call out anybody. If you need a black flag cleared, that type of deal, then by all means, please let us know on your radios. We haven't tried this before, but we'll give it a go. Again, welcome to Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Any questions before we get started? All right, fellas, if you put on half the show that the 358s put on, we're in for a great night. So good luck in qualifying. We will advance at this time. BT, I know you haven't had a lot of time to watch these cats run, but you've been around them a little bit. Who you got in qualifying?
Well, for last couple of weeks are any indication, Michael Carter's a force here to be reckoned with. Jordan LaFon's always real fast. And then, you've got our usual points leader, Chris Cox, and some of those guys that are up there are always competitive. So it's really anybody's game, whoever gets it just right here.
Yeah, matter of fact, thank you for that reminder. We didn't go over. Chris Cox is leading in the points by a substantial margin with Donald Ingram in P2, Jesse Ingram in 3, Randy Shrees, Jason Hines rounded out your top 5. Currently out on the track, the 181 driver out of Oregon, coming to us via Coast to Coast Racing League. Currently second quick, Jeffrey Kemper with a 12.88. Didn't catch that last number. Chris Brown currently at the top of the field with a 12.857. My apologies. Brendan Weeks with us. We don't see Brendan too often here at Friday Night Lights in the 12th car. Currently fifth quick. See if Brendan can repeat up the third quick. 12.873 for the 12th car. Butch Baker in the 97, the Venom Racing driver. Again, can't thank those folks enough for their mentorship as we got this ship pushed offshore. Great help from those folks.
Yeah, Michael Carter just put down a 12.719. That's over a tenth quicker than second. So he's found something here that the rest of them are still looking for.
So there we go. Michael Carter has not finished out of the podium the last few weeks. And he puts up your quick time so far with a 12.719. Travis Anderson out on the track. In the 33 machine, Full Send Racing, I believe, is their new team. Jordan LaFon told us he was going money racing after the 358s. However, the Indiana driver has decided to join us here in the limited late models. Guess he didn't put his daughter to bed quite yet. Those of you who have not been around the stream, Jordan known to let his 6-year-old daughter, can't remember what, Brandon, but he puts his daughter behind the wheel from time to time. Got him DQ'd last week, I think. Up to second quick with a 12.802.
Yeah, I've got 3 young daughters in various ages, all the way from 12 to about 5, and I like to put them in behind the wheel too, in a practice lap. 305s at Eldora is just about right. They can putt around there and keep it between the walls, but haven't turned them loose on a race yet. I don't think that's in the plans anytime too soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would do that, actually. And I say that I'm not sure he did that, but yeah, it was crazy. Qualifying has completed. Michael Carter, top of the board. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Michael Carter, Burnett on the front row. Chris Cox, Bostic in row number 2. Byram and Torbachi in row number 3. And Jason Hines rounding out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once you get the 1 to go, tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Everyone headed to the feature tonight. Got 8 laps to get it done. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. All right, BT. So I'm going to go first since I've been in the booth longer. I'm picking the 015 car for the win here.
That's a pretty good pick. I think I'll take the car right behind him on the inside there, Chris Cox, your points leader, see if he can get something done.
So I'm going with Michael Carter, BT going with Chris Cox in the 515. Last year's limited late model champion, the 515. All right, fellas, 1 to go. Let's tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. A pace truck will exit this time by. We're getting ready to go racing. Michael Carter will bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. 29 car of Burnett to the outside of Carter. Carter down low, got the 515 behind him. 29 car running that high side. Burnett making that high side work, or actually running the middle there, BT.
Yeah, fresh track. I wasn't really sure where they'd run, but he's making that outside hang on.
Side by side for the top 2. Jonathan Byram is the last car in the top 4 in the 540. Just joined Friday Night Lights tonight. Ty Bostic also just joined Friday Night Lights tonight in the 222 machine. Up front, Carter got his hands full with the 29 car. We will go on board with the 29 as he tracks down Michael Carter. BT, I think the competition in Friday nights has really picked up also.
Yeah, there's a lot of fast drivers out there, and you really just got to hit your line just about every lap. It feels like qualifying sometimes on these fresh tracks and the hot heat races.
Yeah, we have drivers. So there was some, as you know, we talked about I-rating limits when we first started this deal, but I tell you, man, we got guys up to 7,000 I-rating down to 500, and I think it just works, man.
Yeah, it does. I mean, guys are starting to get familiar with each other. We're starting to get, a group of regulars, and these guys are going at it here single file. Second place looks like he's taking a peek to the inside here with 1 to go.
Carter to the outside, Burnett on the inside. Chris Cox in P3. Looks like Burnett hit that inside tire. Now opens the door for Cox. Carter, Burnett, Cox, Byram are your top 4 finishers. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Jordan LaFawn, Brendan Weeks on the front row. Surrett Ingram in row number 2. Christopher Berger, my apologies, Jeff Naran in row number 3, and Chris Robley rounds out your field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 2. You guys know the drill by now. Leader, 1.5 car length behind that pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Everyone heading to the feature, so racing for your starting position. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Who do you got on this one, BT?
Well, you can't go too wrong with the front row. I think, last week or two, LaFawn's been coming in and making a statement, running up front every lap, every race. So I think I'll stick with the 11 car on this one.
Yeah, he's been our move of the week driver here the last 2 times in the last 3 weeks. I'm going to go with Surrett in the 84 machine.
Don't rule out Brennan Weeks on the outside of the front row, too. He might want to get his video up on YouTube.
Green flag is out. 11 car down low. Brennan Weeks to his outside. Good run off that top side. Looks like LaFawn kind of squeezed him on that top side. Donald Ingram in P3. Surrett in the 84 machine. My pick for the win. Let's go 84. Jeff Naran in the 27 car in P5 up front. We will take a look at LaFawn and the Brendan Weeks. Brandon, what do you think about the lines here?
Well, it's starting to move up a little bit. You can see the marbles collecting there in the middle of the track, and their guys will start leaning on that with their right rear, using it to give them a little better side bite off the corner and through the corner.
LaFawn, Weeks, Ingram, Surrett. Now my pick is up to P4 BT. Come on.
I don't think anyone's comfortable in this one. I think about every spot's under fire, so this is a good race.
We got nose to tail here. Brendan Weeks, he's going to peek on the underside of the 011 of Jordan LaFawn. Got a few different lines here. It looks like LaFawn is working kind of high-low. Brendan Weeks is working a different line, as is Donald Ingram in the 010. So those cars are all working a different line. Surratt in the 84, currently in P4.
Track's widening out pretty good. I think we're going to have, these next couple races, you're going to see a lot more side-by-side racing. You can see the slick spots entering the corners already forming.
Yeah, starting to get slick down there. That will create some great racing. LaFawn, Weeks, Ingram, Surratt, Naran are your top 5. Heat 3 to the grid. Heat 3 to the grid, please. Chris Brown, Jeffrey Kemper on the front row. Travis Anderson on the inside of row number 3 with Randy Shreves to his outside. Butch Baker and Venom Racing 97 on the inside of row number 3 with Dylan Corey to his outside. Malachi Smith rounds out our field of 7 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 3. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Everyone heading to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. So that's 033 of Travis Anderson on the inside. I had a note here. Of course, I can't find it at this time. I think he is teammates with Full Send Racing or Motorsports, my apologies, with Jordan LaFawn. So we have quite a few teams forming. Man, I tell you, BT, it's great to see all these new teams coming out and guys are sticking with us, man. Yeah, I don't think it gets any better.
Yeah, that's the best part about it. You start getting friends and meeting guys even on other teams, and there starts to be some cross-communication and collaboration, and that's what really makes the league all worthwhile.
Pace truck is off. It's Chris Brown. That will bring us to the green flag. Green flag is out. 181 of Jeffrey Kemper. Brown goes over the tires here.
Kemper's off to a pretty good start. He had a good night last night. I know he was running a pro late model, and a lot of us were running a super late model, so he was holding his own in coast-to-coast racing.
181 and the 56 coming to us from the Coast to Coast Racing League. I'd like to thank those folks for supporting us. We are not an official member of Coast to Coast Racing League, but they do support us, and that is greatly appreciated. If you're looking for a great racing league, check out Coast to Coast Racing League at c2crl.com. Now it looks like Shreves is going to give Kemper a battle up front here.
Yeah, I wouldn't count out Chris Brown either. He's battled back.
And the 033 of Travis Anderson finished on the podium last week, BT. So new to the show and put that 33 car on the podium.
And I think what I was saying earlier is coming true. The track's really widening out. We're seeing some good side-by-side racing here in this heat.
Side-by-side for P2, working lap 6 of 8. It is Jeffrey Kemper, the driver out of Oregon, in the mean green, number 181. We're going to go 3 wide here, BT. They thought about it there for a minute. They thought better of it. 56 of Randy Shreves makes contact with the 33. Great battle. White flag is out. Kemper at the top. Shreves in P2. Chris Brown, BT, still giving it a go.
Yeah, he's not giving up yet. He's still battling up there, trying to get every position. He ended up recovering and being able to at least hold on to third. So, good
Kemper,
run.
Shreves, Brown, Anderson are your top 4. I will tell you, man, I was worried coming into Limaland, another short track at the 3 minutes of warm-up, and we will be right back. So, worried about Limaland a little bit. But, man, it has put on a heck of a show tonight, BT.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what all the track states were and everything for this, if it was 15% for qualifying or if we're doing something different. But whatever we're doing, I'd keep doing it because this is working out great for this track. It's just widening out and becoming great racing for the feature, but, gave guys the chance to kind of get the car under them and get settled in for the heats. So we're in for a good one here, I think.
Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
Mission 22 was founded on the timeless principle that America's warriors are equally valuable overseas as they are within our borders. We are unwaveringly committed to the journey back home and understand the barriers our heroes face when making the often arduous and taken for granted transition home. Trauma is an opportunity. While bleeding, hidden pains of the past can never be removed. We can transform them into something brand new and beautiful. We can grow through trauma to become our community's cornerstone, the safest neighbor on the block, the strongest leader in the office, the most caring volunteer at the elementary school. The Recovery and Resiliency Program is a year-long, and it uses everything from cutting-edge biometric tools to science-backed supplements. This is a catalyst to take the deep scars suffered for our nation's sake and turn them into opportunities to direct our God-given purpose and energies as protectors toward a refreshed and meaningful life. By committing to this year-long program, you will be happier, stronger, and wiser. Your PTS and/or TBI may not leave you, but you will be more comfortable in your own skin, and your suffering will begin to have meaning. Our goal is to give warriors one thing, the truth. Let's take responsibility for our healing.
We are back here at Limaland, getting ready to go feature racing. We got about 45 seconds. BT, what are you looking at in the feature?
Well, continue to see if, that line's going to get clear up against the wall, and down below, they're going to be trying to bounce that left front off the tires on the inside, and, sometimes one of those lines will wear out and the middle will come in. We'll have to see, but either way, I think we're going to be in for some good racing. I don't think they're going to have any problem finding a line to pass.
Yeah, man, we saw earlier that there was a couple different lines. LaFawn used that low line, and the Carter and can't remember who was P3, but they used a low in 1 and 2, high in 3 and 4, so they got that done that way. So that was cool to see.
Yeah, that's always fun when you can kind of change it up, and the corners are a little different. It makes for a little more exciting racing.
Looks like Michael Carter, bad news for the rest of the field, at the top of the board in warm-ups with a 12.769. Feature to the grid, please. Carter LaFawn on the front row. Kemper Burnett in row number 2. Weeks Shreves in 3. Cox Ingram in 4. Chris Brown alongside Jonathan Byram in 5. Surrett Anderson in 6. Bostic Naran in 7. Corey and Haynes in 8. Berger Smith in 9. Tormachi Robley in 10. And Butch Baker rounds out your field of 21 drivers. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. Got 25 laps to get it done. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once we get the 1 to go, gonna ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Race hard, race clean, put on a heck of a show. Good luck. I think Kemper's got his hands full. This front row looks very similar to the last race, BT.
Yeah, there's a pretty stacked, group of guys up there in the top 6 or 8. It's really anyone's game, but it's always nerve-wracking being up in the middle of a group of guys like that. You just don't know what's going to happen, and you hope that whatever you do, you're at least going to hang on and keep it clean. So this will be good.
Pace truck is off, leaving the field to Michael Carter in the 015 with LaFawn to his outside. Green flag is out. We are underway. Carter dives down low, cuts the tires pretty close, gets to the outside. Look at Jeffrey Kemper. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened in the start here, BT. Not sure if you are watching the broadcast.
Yeah, looks like car in front of Chris Berger checked up a little bit. Dylan Corey checked up there down low on the tires, and Berger got into the back of him. I don't know about anyone's fault, but I think that's what I see.
So what's your call here, BT? No call?
Yeah, no call on that one. I think, he tried to miss him, and he just big check up there, and it piled him up.
Michael Carter still at the front of the field, as you heard. No call on the first caution. But it is, however, a caution. All right, fellas, going to give the one to go next time by. Restart is on the leader. Everyone else, you're going on the car in front of you. Let's tighten it up. Leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. All right, BT.
Looks like it's going to go ahead and be double file here, so that's going to be interesting. That'll help the guys, further back in the pack.
So we go double file until the next caution, I believe. And then we go single file after that. You can see Dylan Corey coming back out on the field as we get the green flag. Great start by Carter. LaFawn going to try inside, running that middle lane. 29 car of Burnett with a great run on the outside, coming off at turn number. That he flashed a little bit there. Not sure what happened to the 29. 11 car of LaFawn gets a little bit of tail tap there from the 015.
Well, you got a hornet's nest there from about 4th on back to 5th or 6th. That's just 4 wide. There's guys everywhere.
Kemper into the outside wall. Jeff Kemper goes over. Back it down. Caution is out. Not a lot of patience here early. Back it down and watch the chatter on the race chat, please. So Kemper got into the 29 a little bit there.
Yeah, he gets into him, and then he just doesn't give him any room on the straightaway there. He kind of pinches him up, and looks like the 181 ends up on the wrong end of it anyway, unfortunately.
So I'm calling the 181 EOL. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's fine. That's probably where he's going to end up being anyway. He's coming out of the pits, I think, right now. So.
Do you have your control up? You can give the 181 an EOL, BT.
Got it.
181 EOL, 181 end of the line. All right, fellas, let's tighten it up. We're going to give the one to go probably next time by, so let's tighten it up. This is the last double wide start. Working lap 5 of 25. Let's get some green laps in here. Jordan LaFawn leading the field. What do you think of Weeks coming from P4 here, BT?
It looked like he was digging hard on the bottom there for a couple laps, and then he just moved high before that caution came out. So, he might be kind of glad to be up there high to give it a shot, see what it's like.
Green flag is out. Jordan LaFawn with a great start. Michael Carter in tow. The 29 car of Burnett. Burnett's new to the show. Running that bottom pretty good. The first car up high, as you mentioned, BT, is the 12th car of Brennan Weeks.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show back there in the middle of the pack. Those guys are really just all over each other, you know, giving each other room, but fighting hard for every position.
2 and 3 wide once again, as we saw in the 358s. Chris Cox, your points leader.
We got one turn there in turn 4.
Back it down. Caution is out. Looks like Jeffrey Kemper once again.
I've got a Heat EOL 540 Jonathan Byram for spinning the. Looks like he got contact with the 84 car there.
So what's your call here?
EOL 54 540 car.
540. Great battle up front. As you hear, making the calls live as we go. 5-4, 5-4, or 5-4-0. EOL, end of the line. I don't know if he made it back there or not, BT.
Yeah, he is.
All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go next time by. Restart is on the leader. Everybody else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. You are going on the car in front of you, not the green flag, so watch that car in front of you. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. All right, drivers, let's tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. That's not what I wanted. My apologies. We will try this one more time. '11 car of LaFawn is off at the front of the field with Braden Burnett to his outside. You got a few cars working up high. Now Brennan Weeks, he decided to go down low, BT. He was the only car up high. Makes contact with the 015. Chris Cox now, your points leader. Somehow he makes it through that mess.
Yeah, some of those guys are starting to fight the handling a little bit with the track going away and getting slick, and, you know, that really provides good racing because you got guys coming and going a little bit.
Back it down. Caution is out. It's like David Tormachi caught up in an incident. We will go with a different camera view if we can find one. 2 car gets into the side of the 33.
Yeah, 2 car gets into him a little bit, and then looks like 66 car behind him just had nowhere to go. He had a lot of momentum coming, and unfortunate for David. I don't know, but that's kind of a tough call. You know, that first bump was pretty light, and I think David would have been fine without that car behind him, but it wasn't the guys behind him's fault either. I'd have to call that just an unfortunate racing incident.
So there you have it. That is an unfortunate racing incident, so we will move on. Jordan LaFawn still at the top of the leaderboard here, BT. I'm surprised to see Michael Carter falling back to P4 here.
Yes, just about all these guys, I think, have just a little bit of spoiler damage, so, you know, it's hard to tell how their cars are handling. They might not all be on equal equipment right now.
Working lap 12 of 25. Jordan LaFawn going for his second podium of the night. Brendan Weeks, Michael Carter, Chris Cox, somehow he dives through there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Carter's got damage or something, but his car does not want to turn right now. He's struggling to get it around the track.
We're going to go 3 wide. Chris Cox around. Caution is out. Back it down. Back it down.
It looks like the 515 just wants to, you know, maybe diamond the corner or something. He slowed down just a little more than the 136 into the corner, and 136 tapped him real light there, got into him and spins him. But, you know, unfortunate, definitely wasn't intentional, but I think 136 will get an EOL here.
You already watched all that? What the hell am I missing? There we go. Randy Shreves gets involved there also. Kind of net code there also if you watch that. No, he got into him for sure. 136 EOL. Did you give him his EOL?
Yep.
Replays brought to you by our sponsor, the Dirt Track Bank. 136 end of the line, 136 EOL. Jordan LaFawn still at the front of the field. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go this next time by. Let's get some green laps behind us here. Leader, tighten up to the pace truck, please. One to go here, BT. It's been a rough start compared to the last race.
Yeah, we have had some good racing going on, though, when we've been going green. You know, we're halfway here, a little more than halfway, I guess. So hope for more of the same here. You know, it'd be nice if we could get a 10-lap green flag run here. I think we'd see a good finish.
Yeah, I think so also. LaFawn, Weeks, Burnett, Ingram, Carter. Still kind of interested on what happened to Carter. LaFawn down low, got the 12 car of Weeks up high. 2 different lines here. Good run off the top of 2 by the 12 car. Looks like LaFawn's going to stick to that low line again. Weeks and Burnett running the high side in the 120 and the 22 machine.
Yeah, they're right up on the wall, too. They're trying to get every bit of traction they can that's stuck up there against it.
Looks like they took a page out of the book of Carter in the last race. High in 3 and 4, low in 1 and 2, I think. We'll go back with Michael Carter, currently in the 5th position, battling it out with the 0-1-0 of Donald Ingram. Those two doing battle. Up front, Jordan LaFawn getting away from the field a little bit. Brendan Weeks behind him. Go ahead, BT.
That middle to bottom line, you know, with that low exit like LaFawn's using seems to be right now the ticket. I think those guys running high, you know, they're not falling back too much and they're hanging on. But, oh, we got a caution there.
Caution's out. Back it down. Looks like Butch Baker was involved. David Tormachi was involved. See what happened here.
Looks like Butch checked up, and then 54 behind him just couldn't get checked up enough in time.
All right, Butch got in the back of the 515 there.
Yeah, I think he did a good job to keep off of him. You know, 54 really just had nowhere to go. I think that was just an unfortunate deal there for Butch. You know, he did everything he could to stay off the guy in front of him, and it cost him there. I think that's just a racing deal.
Can you hear the driver's chat, BT?
Very quietly.
Jordan LaFawn at the front of the field, working lap 21 of 25. Pace truck is out. We are back underway. 12 car of Brennan Weeks, BT's pick here. Those two are going to battle it out side by side. Can't get much lower than that. You got Braden Burnett running the high side. LaFawn and Weeks running the low side. Make a little bit of contact here. Weeks battling back. Michael Carter has recovered back up to P4 in the 015 machine. Donald Ingram in the 010. Randy Shreves in the 56 battling it out with Travis Anderson. Up front, LaFawn leading the way. 12 car Weeks. We're going to have some lap traffic come into play. Lap 24 of 25. Lap traffic exits the speedway. We got contact between the 12 and the 120. Week slides up high. Crossover. Not much room. It is a battle up front as Jordan LaFawn pulls away from the field. Contact by the 015. LaFawn, Weeks, Carter will be your top three. Top three start finish line. Top three start finish line, please.
Yeah, that was absolute chaos there. I think we lost a car too on that last lap, and sometimes iRacing, on that last lap they won't throw a caution, so it's just survival of the fittest at that point. But what a great race up front we had there throughout that race. Those guys were, going all over the place.
Yeah, Michael Carter recovered for a P3 finish after getting in the rear end of the 12 car of Brendan Weeks. All right, fellas, don't forget to go up for your interviews. BT, I'll lead you with Michael Carter. We will pull him into the booth. I see Michael in the booth, so we will get a word with him here right now.
Hey, Michael, this is Brandon Templeton in the booth. You battled hard there throughout the race. Looked like you lost the handle a little bit in the middle, but, got the car back under you and under caution and were able to come back up there and recover. Walk us through it.
Yeah, it was a little crazy out there, man. Everybody was just beating on each other, pretty heavily there. So I don't know, just hard racing, I guess, and a couple of things I feel could have been avoided. I want to apologize there to Braden there at the end. Him and the 12 got together, and I was on the mat wide open. I couldn't really do much there, so I apologize to him. But it was a pretty decent run for what we had. Car wasn't the greatest there after them few incidents, so pretty decent night to come back up through there.
Yeah, I thought you had a little damage there. It looked like, you were just struggling with the rear end traction there a little bit, but you were able to recover and had a good night. So, what are your plans going forward? Are you going to try to keep running the series, or are you just hit and miss when you get a chance? What's your plans for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here every Friday night. As long as I don't have any real races coming up that's scheduled for Friday nights, I'll be here the rest of the year to finish it out. So that's my plans.
Cool, man. We appreciate you coming out. So, you got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Randy Carter Painting, CTM Motorsports, Cale Smith, Travis Anderson. Thank Gears Unlimited, and I want to thank both of you guys, all of y'all, for putting it on. Whoever's behind the scenes there, I really appreciate this league, and really appreciate everybody watching. Thanks a lot, guys.
You got Michael Carter there, third place finisher. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
Jordan LaFawn puts it in victory lane. Jordan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir, Joe. How are we, brother?
Man, we might not be paying cash, but we're going to give you some airtime here in the number 011 car. Man, how was your night?
And it was good. I cannot complain at all.
So walk us through it, man. You had weeks. This one was a little rougher than the first one. We had cars all over the place there at the end, kind of a mess. But you were able to drive her home, man. Carter fell back. Brendan Weeks gave you a little challenge. So walk us through that, man. How'd you keep those cats behind you?
Honestly, Joe, I have no idea. I don't really like running the limiteds too much. I get in them every once in a while to have a little fun, and I'm just glad it was clean up front. Not a whole lot of beating and banging going on. There at the end, though, Mr. Weeks there. I seen him peeking his nose up underneath me there, and I was just doing everything I could to, and we got her done again.
Yeah, man, another victory for you. So knocked another opportunity for somebody to enter the Dash for Cash in week 13. The more you win, the less drivers that enter, man. So great run by you, my friend. And I get it, you don't like sprint cars, so I guess this is it for you. And if that is so, I wish you a great weekend, man, with the lady and your kids. And thanks for coming out, my brother. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Yes, sir. As always, guys over at Full Send Motorsports, Apex Industries, Lawn Crafters Lawn Care, Two Brothers Racing, Blaze Designs, GY6RN for putting these races on for us every Friday, and you, Joe, for setting up in the broadcast booth and doing your thing, man. I appreciate everything you do for us.
Yeah, man, I see it in the chat, but I haven't heard you thank your significant other for all that they do for us and while we're doing this craziness. So, man, I'm going to make you actually give her a shout out. I'm going to save you right here. I've been married 35 years, my brother. I know the drill. So you got anybody you'd like to thank?
Yes, sir. I'd like to give a big shout out to my girlfriend, my wonderful significant other, Sydney Hale, for watching the kiddos while I hang out in the computer room, and I get to turn some laps with some buddies and hang out. So I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for her. So
Man,
thanks, babe. Love you.
That's great to hear, my friend. Sydney, thanks for supporting us in all that we do. We know it's not only the drivers, there are significant others out there. So great week for you, my friend, and hopefully we see you next week.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I will see you guys next Friday. Actually, next Thursday. Caught wind of that league last night, and I think I might stick around.
Yeah, man, we're on both nights here at Got Your Six Racing Network. Love both leagues, man. I won't miss it. I know that for sure. So we'll see you on Thursday.
Yes, sir, brother. Have a good weekend, my man.
All right, you too. BT, there you go. There is the limited late models. We're going to go to a quick break. You got any recap on what we saw there? BT, that's it for the limited late models. You got a recap of what we saw?
Oh, it was pretty good racing throughout. A little bit rougher, but, those are a little bit more difficult animal. I think we discussed earlier today that the late models are a little bit tougher for guys to get a handle on, so that's a little bit expected. And hopefully we'll see some good car counts and good racing in the sprint cars.
Yes, sir. As we head to the 305 sprint cars, we will be right back.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back, and every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose, and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars were going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
Welcome back. It is nightcap time. We got the 305 sprint cars right back here at Limaland, getting ready to clear the drivers from the track. Going to a driver's meeting. As always, you as the viewers walk along with us as we communicate with the drivers. We do live admin, we do broadcast, we do it all here at Got Your Six Racing Network. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you're new to the stream, welcome aboard. We do our best to put on a quality show for the viewers and the drivers at the same time. All drivers clear the track. All drivers clear the track, please. The track is closed. All drivers clear the track, please. All right, gentlemen, welcome to week number 8, Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights 305 Sprint Cars, brought to you by Raven Graphics. Those of you that have been with us all night, this will be a repeat. However, we have a few rules that we are trying to enforce. If at the end of the night you finish on the podium and you do not show up for your interview in our Discord, you will receive an EOL next week. Again, if you don't show up for your photo after a podium finish, you will receive an EOL as voted on by the drivers. If you are involved or create 2 cautions in a heat race or the feature, you will be DQ'd for the rest of the night. Intentional contact is a 1-week suspension minimum, so no intentional contact. Don't care if it's before the flag, after the flag, during the flag, whatever. 78 car, the track is currently closed, sir. '78 car, you got about 3 seconds before you are disqualified for the night, sir. Mic check, you got me now? '78, clear the track, please. Okay, my apologies. Intentional contact at any time will involve a suspension for at least a 1-week vacation. If you guys want more examples of our rules that we run in Friday Night Lights, please go to c2crl.com. We run their rules with minor adjustments. Protest process. I do broadcast and admin at the same time, so I do tend to miss some things from time to time. If I do miss something, you think you were wrong throughout the race, please go to our Discord page, go into the protest folder, fill out a protest form. We will review that next week and assess those penalties for next week. Numbers, if you are not running the correct number that you are assigned to in the league, you will receive a warning the first time, EOL the second time, and then you will be parked until your number matches that number that you are assigned in our racing league. However, a version of that number may be acceptable. If you are the 54 and you are the 540 in the league, I think we will let that fly. So we left the microphones open in the limited late model race. Wasn't pleased with what I heard, so we will mute microphones right before qualifying for the rest of the night. We typically do not clear black flags. However, if I am in a caution and have time, I am broadcasting and adminning at the same time, I will clear your black flags for you, but don't count on that happening. Call-outs on Discord. We had some drivers that were messaging other drivers in Discord. Totally unacceptable. If you are caught talking very negatively about another driver, you will be suspended for a week at least. Excessive blinking. We've had some excessive blinking. Just know that we will give you a warning the first time, send you to the back of the field. If it doesn't clear up, then we will ask you to exit for the night. Again, we do mute microphones right before qualifying. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, now would be the time. I have no idea what to do. I hate to ask, can everybody hear me? But apparently not everybody can hear me. So we will go with what we got. Welcome to week 8 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights 305 Sprint Cars. We are going to qualifying. I wish everybody the best of luck. Yes, sir. Let's have them. Yeah, man. So sorry about that. I had to unmute the race chat so the viewers can hear what we're talking about. So we have a lot of drivers. We have close to 300 drivers in the league. So at the end of the season, we're going to go through the list. And if someone hasn't raced in the past 6 months, we are going to remove them from the league because obviously we don't have 300 drivers that show up every week. So we're going to do that at the end of this season. If that is the case, we are going to have some numbers that open up. So somebody does have a claim to 54. If they haven't been here in 6 months or so, we're going to remove them from the league. That will open up that number.
Appreciate it, sir, because I got about $500 tied up between my reps. So appreciate that number if I can get it. If not, I can switch it to 540, and we'll keep racing.
Man, $500. I got a deal for you. We got a driver in this field. Yeah, we'll get you in contact with the right guy.
I switch reps on a weekly basis, though. That's the thing. Between asphalt, dirt, road courses, I go through an average of 500 a rep.
Yeah, man, copy. So we'll go through that list at the end of this season and weed out those drivers that haven't been here in a while.
10-4.
Yeah, man, thanks you for joining us, by the way. Anybody else? Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right, fellas, let's wrap up week 8 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Raven Graphics. Let's get qualifying underway. Again, microphones will be muted. I wish everyone the best of luck. Let's get after it.
Go.
So there you have it. There is the drivers' meeting. We're getting ready to go qualifying here with the 305 sprint cars. We're going to close out week 8. Don't forget, coming up on week 13, this is the first time we have tried this with the with our sponsor, the Dirt Track Bank out of Malvern, Iowa. We're going to have the Week 13 Dash for Cash. Must be a feature winner. Must run in at least 6 races throughout the season. And you will qualify. Everyone will get paid. Minimum for the winner is $100, which isn't bad for a free league. So everyone that enters that race will get paid. Must be a feature winner. Must run at least 6 weeks in the summer season. Jeffrey Kemper to the top of the board with a 12-199 coming to us from Coast to Coast Racing League. Oregon driver at the top of the board, Chris Cox in P2. Now Jason Hines in the 66 machine with a 12-016. Puts his 66 machine at the top of the board. Driver out of Oregon, Chris Cox in the 515, wrapped up P6. Randy Shreves, current points leader. He puts the 056 at the top of the board, breaking the 12 second with 11.916 for Shreves. Kurt Schatzer, my teammate out on the track, the Dirt Track Bank 218, currently 10th quick. Who else we got? Jackson Lomax just finishing up 18th quick. Brandon Surrett in the 84 machine. We are fans of Brandon Surrett and his Facebook page. We follow him each week. Brandon Surrett with 11.924. Currently P2. Stephen Boynton, obviously P18 for Boynton. Currently have 20 drivers in the field for night, so great turnout. Randy Shreves, when your points leader with your quick time tonight. Current points, Randy Shreves, followed by Chris Cox, Jason Hines, Jeff Kemper, Gavin Chatham. Chatham not with us tonight. This is the second or third week he's missed this week. So those behind him will have a chance to make advance in the point standing. Randy Shreves with 11.916. Surrett, Hines, Kemper, Vaughn are your top 5, followed by Chris Robley, Dylan Shreves, Berger, Naran, Cox being your top 10. Again, Shreves is your points leader coming into week number 8. Randy Shreves getting it done. Not a comfortable sight for the rest of the field when Randy Shreves captures your quick time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your nightcap, we're about to go heat racing. Heat 1 to the grid. Heat 1 to the grid, please. Randy Shreves, Jason Hines on the front row. Kyle Vaughn on the inside of row number 2 with Dylan Shreves to his outside. Naran Schatzer in row number 3. Aldrich Cramner in 4. Parker and Lomax in the 5th and final row. All right, drivers, welcome to heat number 1. Leader, you know the drill. 1.5 car length behind that pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. Top 4, well, actually everyone heading to the feature tonight, so racing for your starting position in the feature. Race hard, race clean, put on a great show. Good luck. So we got a lot of drivers in the field from the Coast to Coast Racing League. We are not an official member of the Coast to Coast Racing League, but they do support us, and that is greatly appreciated. If you're in the market for a great racing league, ton of broadcasts, ton of different cars that they race, check out Coast to Coast Racing League at c2crl.com. Randy Shreves on the poles. Coming to the pace truck is off. Field belongs to Randy Shreves. Got 8 laps to get it done. Got Canadian driver Jason Hines to his outside. Green flag is out. They are side by side. Good start by the field. Shreves is going to slide up and get to that outside. Shreves, Hines, 1-2. Dylan Shreves, the younger of the Shreves, in P3 with Kyle Vaughn to P4. Kurt Schatzer, my teammate in the 218, up to P5 with Preston Cramner, the guy who taught me how to admin races way back when I first started, in P6. Randy Shreves with a slight lead. We're starting to get nose to tail here in heat number 1. Shreves, Hines, Shreves, Vaughn, Schatzer are your top 5. Preston Cramner run a little bit of different line than Kurt Schatzer is, but can't make any headway. Nathan Aldrich in the 514, also a admin for Coast to Coast Racing League. Like to thank Nate for all the work that he does for the Coast to Coast Racing League and all the support he gives to Friday Night Lights. Greatly appreciated, Nate. Back it down. Caution is out. Connor Baker involved in an incident. Looks like Connor's running all by himself. Gets up into that outside wall. Around he goes. $118. Connor Baker, EOL. That is your first EOL of the night, sir. Randy Shreves at the front of the field in the 056 machine. Got his son 2 positions behind him. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go next time by. Shreves, Hines, Shreves, Schatzer are your top 4. Kyle Vaughn in the 48 machine, currently in P5. Preston Cramner, Nathan Aldrich. Pace truck should exit this time by, leaving the field to Randy Shreves on lap 6 of 8. So we are winding down here. Green flag is out. We are underway. Shreves with a great start over the 66 of Jason Hines. Dylan Shreves gets a little bit loose, trying to stay off the rear tail tank of the 66. Kurt Schatzer under attack from the 48 of Kyle Vaughn. This is the last lap. Up front, 56 of Shreves leading away. Hines, Shreves, Schatzer. 48 with the slide job. Schatzer with the crossover at the line. Vaughn takes it. Shreves, Hines, Shreves, Vaughn, Schatzer, Cramner, Lomax, Barker, Aldrich. Great heat race, fellas. Heat 2 to the grid. Heat 2 to the grid, please. Surratt Kemper on the front row. Robley Berger in row number 2. Cox Brown in 3. Bostic Byram in 4. Boynton and Tartar in row number 5. All right, leader. 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everyone else, once you get the 1 to go, going to ask you to tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. 8 laps to get it done. Everyone is headed to the feature. Race hard, race clean. Put on a great show. Good luck. Brandon Surratt in the 84 machine will roll off on the pole with Jeffrey Kemper to his outside. Got Chris Robley in the 85 machine on the inside of row number 2 with Christopher Berger to his outside. 8 laps to get it done. Looks like we got a little contact early on the front row. Green flag is out. Kemper on the outside. 84 doesn't get going right away, but digs that bottom side. Good run off the bottom of turn 2. Put the 84 to the point. Jeff Kemper to P2. We got some contact in the back of the field. Not sure if that'll bring out a caution or not. Apparently, iRacing decided not to bring out a caution. Surrett with a big lead. Chris Robley now going to battle it out with Chris Brown. So the two Chris's doing battle for P number 4. 136 down low and the 85 of Robley on the high side. Jonathan Byram in the 540 machine. In P5, Ty Bostic, the 222 machine, with Chris Cox behind him. Chris Cox currently second in the points. Currently running in P6. Up front, the 84 car of Surrett. About to pull up on lap traffic. Didn't get a number there. We will see if we can get a number. Backing down. Caution is out. Jonathan Byram in the 222 involved in an incident. We will take a quick look. Or in the 054. Just gets up into that outside wall all by himself. Affects Chris Robley there. Jonathan Byram will get an EOL. 54, 540 EOL. Brandon Surrett at the front of the field, working lap 7 of 8. All right, fellas, let's tighten it up. Half car length between yourself, the car in front of you, working lap 6 of 8. Got a couple to go here. Lights are off on the pace truck. Getting ready to go green, leaving the field to Brandon Surrett. Surrett, Kemper, Brown, Robley are your top 4. Ty Bostic in the 222 machine, currently in P5. Trying to go too wide. Chris Cox and Bostic, the 222 and the 515 side by side. 1 lap to go. Looks like the front has sorted itself. The 515 is going to do battle. Bostic on the high side. Gets a run off the high side. Pulls up even with the 515. 515 will slide up. They make contact. Bostic will go across the line on his lid for a P6 finish. Great finish by those drivers. All right, fellas, 3 minutes of warm-up. We will have 3 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back.
1, 2, 3. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
My love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. happy. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
When people hear a Tilvalhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Tilvalhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back. We are just wrapping up our warm-ups. Kyle Vaughn at the top of the board, as you can see on your screen, with an 11.908. Dylan Shreves in P2. Brandon Surratt. We just saw a wing fly off a car there, and no kidding, I just saw a wheel fly down the backstretch there during warm-ups. Feature to the grid, please. Shreves, Surratt on the front row. Hines Kemper in row 2. Shreves and Brown in 3. Vaughn, Robley in 4. Schatzer, Cox in 5. Cramner and Bostic in 6. Lomax, Berger in 7. Barker, Boynton in 8. Aldrich and Tartar in 9. Neron and Byram in row number 10. All right, drivers, welcome to the feature. Going to be 30 laps to get it done here. Leader needs you 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Everybody else, once you get the one to go, going to ask you to tighten up. Half car length between yourself and the car in front of you. Start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Short track racing asks you to get back in line as quickly as possible after a caution. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Randy Shreves, your points leader, will start us on the pole with Brandon Surratt to his outside in the 84 machine. Watch Jeff Kemper in the 181, driver out of Oregon, and the Canadian driver of Hines on the inside of row number 2. Green flag is out. We are underway. Hines cuts it way down low. Hines is going to try to take the lead from the outside of row number 2. Hines going to give that bottom side a go. He's making it work. Hines to the lead. Back it down. Caution is out. Not sure what happened there. See if we can see what happened to Nathan Aldrich. The 118 gets sideways. Nowhere for Nathan Aldrich to go. Gets into the back of the 118, so no call on the caution there. All right, fellas, let's get back in line as quickly as possible. Restart will be on the leader. Everybody else, you're going on the car in front of you. Working lap 3 of 30. We've got a long way to go. Let's settle in, get some green laps in, tighten it up in the back. Looking a little strung out there. Randy Shreves, your points leader, not going to disappoint. Currently at the point with the 84 of Surratt to his rear tail tank. Jason Hines, the driver out of Canada, currently in P3. Kemper in the 181, currently in front of Dylan Shreves. Looks like everyone is going to work that outside line. Saw somebody way in the back giving that bottom side a go. Preston Cramner Backing down. Caution is out. Preston Cramner got up into somebody there. So we will have to take a quick look at that. Preston Cramner did not get a great start there. Cuts it down low in 1 and 2. Slides up and gets into the rear of somebody there. That will be an EOL for the 07 machine. Zero 07 EOL, 07 EOL. All right, leader, 1.5 car length behind the pace truck. Please pull up behind the pace truck a little bit closer. Everyone else, half car length between yourself, the car in front of you. Going to give the 1 to go next time by. Working lap 5 of 30. It is about the time of night. You can see the track slicking it up, so should create 2 lanes of racing. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to Randy Shreves. Surrett in P2. Hines, Vaughn, Cox is your top 5. Everyone on that high side. Bostic currently in P6. Up front, Randy Shreves running away from the field. Surrett in P2. Hines in P3. We will get a look at your top 5. Cox trying to keep up with the field. Look at Kyle Vaughn. Pulls up onto the rear bumper. Slides it down low into 48. Trying to make a pass on the 66. We will go on board with Kyle Vaughn in the 48 machine. Working that bottom side here. Working the throttle in 305 sprint cars. Got the 66 to his outside. He's hugging the tires on the inside. Working lap 10 of 30. Backing down. Caution is out. Preston Cramner in the 07. We will see what happens here. Hugging that inside line. Slides out wide. Makes contact with the 36 machine. That will be a DQ for the 07, second caution of the night. Zero 07, second caution of the night. Sir, you are done for the night. All right, fellas, going to give the 1 to go. Leader, tighten up to the pace truck. Going to give the 1 to go next time by. Working lap 11 of 30. Got a long way to go here. Shreves on the top side with a great start. Gets a start over Brandon Surrett in the 84 machine. 48, Kyle Vaughn. Kind of interesting. He's trying to get that bottom side to work. He's the only car down low as that top starts to slick off. 66 car of Jason Hines is who he is battling for. Chris Cox in the 515 in P5. Now the 2 car goes down low. Christopher Berger's going to follow along, try that bottom side. Vaughn and Berger on the bottom side, everyone else up high. Chris Cox in the 515, currently in P6. Everyone else is nose to tail. Saw somebody back there. That is Chris Robley in the 85, getting that bottom side a shot also. Up front, Randy Shreves leading the way, got a almost second gap between himself and the 84 of Surrett. Vaughn giving that bottom side a valiant effort in the 48, making that bottom side work. We're about to have 2 lanes of racing here. 66 of Hines currently in P4. Chris Berger in the 2 machine in front of the 515 of Chris Cox, running a slider line. Backing down. Caution is out. Kurt Schatzer was caught up in an incident here. Looks like the outside car, not sure who that was. See if we can get a better look. The 85 of Robley. The 222 gets into the outside wall, gets into the 218. .222 with an EOL here, so we will give that penalty. .222 into the line, 222 EOL. Randy Shreve still at the front of the field. Our driver's gonna give the 1 to go next time by. Pace truck is off. My apologies to the drivers. Going a little bit quick there. Randy Shreves at the top of the field. Again, Brandon Surrett. Kyle Vaughn, my apologies, in the 48. He's getting that bottom side to work. He's got something going down low there in the 48. Got the 56 car, or the 66, my apologies, of Hines following him on that bottom side. Those two might get that bottom side to come in. Kyle Vaughn up the P2, Shreves and Surrett up high. 48 car might drive it to the point here, and he does. Backing down, caution is out. Looks like Jeffrey Kemper was involved in an incident. We will go to the dirt track bank replay with the 181 of Kemper. Gets up into the wall, looks like 118 in the 2 make contact. Kemper is okay at this point. Looks like Randy Shreves up there in front of the field. A little bit of neck code, nowhere for Kemper to go. So we will have to give the points leader an EOL, Randy Shreves, up into the wall in front of the field. As soon as we find Randy here. 056 EOL, 056 into the line. That should give the lead over to the 48. All right, driver's going to give the one to go next time by. Kyle Vaughn to the front of the field. The first time winner here if he holds on to the lead here with 20 of 30 laps. Vaughn, Surrett, Hines, Berger, Cox are your top 5. The 48 car of Kyle Vaughn has got that bottom side working. We'll see if Brandon Surrett stays on the high side, goes down and follows along with the 48. Jason Hines in P3. We'll see what Jason decides to do. We are off and running. 48 with a great start over Surrett. Back to the bottom side. Surrett on the outside gets into the outside wall, as does the 515. Kyle Vaughn in the 48 machine. Going to give that bottom side a go and making it work with the 66 car in tow. Brandon Surrett in the 84. Going to give that high side a ride. Currently in P3, Christopher Berger in the 2 car, kind of running a middle lane. So we got 3 different lines here working up front. Chris Cox currently running the high side, gets into the outside wall. Jason Hines, Kyle Vaughn making that bottom side work. Very impressive by the 48 machine. Surrett on the high side. Everyone, or Vaughn, the 2 cars in front of him, Hines and Vaughn, making the bottom work. Christopher Berger in the 2 machine, kind of working a bottom slider line there. Middle in 3 and 4. Surrett trying to get that outside to work. Kyle Vaughn making that bottom work. We got a lap traffic coming into play, working lap 27 of 30. Vaughn now pulling away from the 66 of Hines. Surrett trying to get that bottom to work still, or the top to work, my apologies. Still working that high side, 28 of 30. Lap traffic in the way here. Lap traffic stays up high. That forces Surrett down low. Will he find that bottom line to his comfort? He stays down there. Vaughn at the lead. Jason Hines in P2. Surrett in P3. We got lap traffic ahead. Berger in the 2 machine, currently up 10 positions from his start to P4. So that is your biggest mover of the race. Vaughn, Hines, Surrett are your top 3. Top 3 start-finish line, please. Top 3 start-finish line. Vaughn gives that bottom side. He stuck to it all night, waited until it came in, did not let up, and he drives the 48 machine to his first victory in Friday Night Lights, I believe. Everyone else will have to line up. All right, fellas, line up on the leader. 48 was the winner. 66 car of Hines. If you can squeeze in between those 2, sir, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right, fellas, up to the booth for interviews. Great run by these drivers to close out the Thank you, Jason. If you can close in between those two cars, man, I can get a better picture. 48 car, if you can back up and get back in position, that'll give me a good podium finish after your burnout, of course. Great win, sir. That picture will work just fine. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. Kyle Vaughn, burn it down, sir. Congratulations on the victory. Vaughn, Hines, Surrett are your top three. We will get a word with those drivers here momentarily. See if we can get Brandon Surrett up into the booth. There he is. Brandon Surrett moves up, falls back, actually won in the 84 machine. Brandon, this is Joe. Brandon, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, that was pretty fun to watch, my friend. I've been watching you all week, last couple weeks actually on Facebook. You got it done. You put her on the podium in the 84 machine. How was your night?
It was pretty good, man. I can't complain. You know, we had a bit of a rough go in the big blocks and the late models. Didn't really finish where I wanted to because this is definitely one of my favorite tracks. But glad we were able to put it up on the podium again in the sprint car.
Yeah, man, I was pretty surprised at the way tonight went at Limaland. We had a little bit of problems in the limited late models, but the 358s and the sprint cars put on a heck of a show. So did you have anything for Jason Hines? It looks like everybody dove down low early, man, and as you will see if you watch back the broadcast, you were on that high side, man. You were committed. You were not coming off the high side until lap traffic got in the way. Do you wish you would have moved down low earlier?
I definitely do. I think with about 5 to go, I noticed when Haynes was coming up on my inside that there was a better run, it seemed like, in 1 and 2 on the low side as opposed to the high side. It seemed like I had a good run coming out of 4 on him, but every time we would go into 1 and 2 and I'd go high, he'd go low, he'd have a pull on me again. So I definitely think if I'd have made a move a little earlier, the outcome would have been different, but you know, it is what it is.
It is racing, my friend, and I'm with you. I'm staying on the high side here at Limaland and giving her a go. So great finish by you, my friend. On the podium, is this your first podium finish?
This is my second, actually. I think I took a podium last week with you guys in the sprints as well.
Awesome, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank for your second podium?
As always, big thanks to my teammates, Team Miller Time Motorsports, Bell IT Solutions, Dirt ITV, and all my followers over at 84 Sim Sports. And big thanks to you guys for putting on a great league and broadcast.
Yeah, man, you can count me in as one of your followers. I check you out from time to time, as I do all the drivers that send me a link. So, man, that's fun to watch. I try to keep up with you guys throughout the week. It makes Friday nights all that much better, man. Great race by you, my friend. I wish you a great weekend.
Yeah, appreciate it, Joe. Have a good night, brother.
All right, man. You too. Jason Hines in the 66 machine moves up one position from his start. Jason, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Man, great run. Not a lot of cautions, but you drove the 66 machine. You stayed at the front all night. How did it feel from the driver's seat there?
Good. You know, the car felt good all night. I love Limaland, and I love running the bottom here. I'm a bottom dweller. You can call me a catfish, I guess. It just works for me. I don't know. I don't like the high side, so.
So how did it go, man? How did you see it? We noticed that you dropped down low, get behind Kyle Vaughn. I am also a fan of Limaland, not in the 360 sprint cars, but man, I love that high side. But when the low side works, everyone said the high side is the sexier place to be. But man, I'm with you, my brother. I like that low side myself. So did you think you had anything for the leader, Kyle Vaughn?
Well, you know, I kind of I'm hating cautions right now because I had the lead right off the bat, lap 1, and then the caution came out, and I feel like that might have changed things, and I maybe would have kept to the bottom the whole way, but you know, I let it play out, and I was patient, and the top side wore out, and Kyle made the move first, and I kind of regret not doing it before him, but I ended up following him, and it just worked out so we could get by Randy and Brandon there.
Yeah, man, great run. So you got anybody you'd like to thank for your podium finish?
Yeah, I got to thank Mike Millard Racing, Redline Race Designs, Miller Time Motorsports, all the guys there. They're a great crew. You guys for putting on the show. And thankfully, my phone didn't ring. I'm on call at an emergency service. So I'm thankful for that.
So emergency service, what do you do?
I'm an emergency after hours commercial tire tech. So big loaders and stuff, when they blow out tires, I'm the poor sucker who gets called out to change those out.
Man, so that's great stuff. I'm a construction guy myself, so man, greatly appreciate what you do on the track and off, man. So great race by you, man. Have a great weekend.
You too. We'll see you next week.
All right, man. See ya.
Yeah.
Kyle Vaughn moves up 6 positions from his starting position and puts the 48 car into victory lane. Kyle, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, I think this is the first time we've talked, is it not?
Yep, first race, and what better way to come out my first race with you guys?
Let me tell you, man. So when you went down low, I was watching everyone else run up high, which is where I typically run here at Limaland. And that 48 car, man, just kept making advances, and you were the first one to go down there, and you made that stuff work, man. How was the ride from the seat down there?
I started running on top the first couple laps, and I didn't really feel like I was making any progress. So I ducked down 1 and 2 in turns 1 and 2 first, and ran high in 3 and 4. I felt like the bottom was going to be the way to go because I saw the moisture down there, and I saw the top. It was going really quickly. I felt really good in the bottom. I was like, I'm just going to stick down here and run top 5 maybe. I was like, but I didn't expect to win, that's for sure.
Man, you know what? You ate them up down low. So what I have noticed is back in the day, the bottom was the place to run, the top, okay, whatever. And then it became top dominant. But man, you showed the way around on that bottom side. Great run by you, my friend. Welcome to Friday Night Lights. Welcome to your first victory. Who do you want to thank for your victory?
I just gotta thank, first of all, for the most important one, is my wife for letting me do this, and thank you guys for putting on a good league, and everybody else who makes this fun, and just hope to be back with you guys next week.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show. Glad you could join us, and hope we see you next week. And until then, I wish you a great weekend, my friend. Great run by you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a great weekend. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is week number 8 of Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, we do operate by suggestions from the audience and the drivers. So if you got anything you'd like to share with us, please do so. You can email me at my personal email, joe@gy6rn.com. You can message us on Facebook, or you can carrier pigeon, send a note in your dog's mouth. I don't care how you get it to us, but we do put those suggestions into practice. Thank you all for tuning in. There is week 8. We will see you next week for week 9. And until then, I wish you all a great weekend, and we will see you next time.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give him a quick brush, and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
I'm smiling.
You don't know why you're smiling. We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins and then
then I'll have you walk them forward. It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit, and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well, that they can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels, and you can weave through them, and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we can grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property, that we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing. Talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people. Obstacles.
I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.